Have you ever wondered why success seems effortless for some, while others struggle? In our journey through life, this question often lingers in the back of our minds. Today we delve into a different take on success as defined in the book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, penned by the renowned thinker Deepak Chopra. Chopra's profound insights challenge our typical understanding of success, detaching it from the constraints of material wealth or power. Instead, he proposes a perspective that resonates from within, a success defined by inner peace and fulfillment, a success that isn't a distant dream, but a tangible reality accessible through understanding and practicing 7 spiritual laws. These laws, like the universal principles they're based on, hold the power to transform our lives, to shift our focus from the external to the internal, the material to the spiritual. So, are you ready to discover the 7 spiritual laws of success? Let's dive in. The first law is the law of pure potentiality. This law beckons us to tap into the very essence of who we are, which is pure consciousness. This isn't about your name, your job, your possessions, or your relationships. It's about the very core of your being, the part of you that is unchanging, unbounded, and infinite. Pure consciousness isn't just the source of your thoughts, feelings, and desires. It's the source of all power and possibilities. It's the creative force of the universe, the wellspring from which all life emerges. Everything you see around you, everything you can imagine, and even the things you cannot comprehend, all originate from this field of pure potentiality. So how do we access this infinite well of potential within us? We do it by aligning ourselves with the universe, by resonating with its rhythms and patterns. We do it by quieting the mind and letting go of our attachments. We do it by practicing silence, meditation, and non-judgment. Silence allows us to listen to the whisperings of the universe, to the subtle vibrations that permeate all of existence. Meditation helps us to still the mind, to clear away the clutter of thoughts and emotions that often keep us stuck in our limited perspectives. Non-judgment frees us from the constraints of our preconceived notions and allows us to see the world with fresh eyes. When we practice these things, we begin to tap into our pure potentiality. We begin to realize that we are not separate from the universe, but are integral parts of it. We begin to see that we have within us the same creative power that gave birth to the stars and galaxies, the same infinite potential that fuels the ongoing evolution of life. And as we tap into this power, we begin to manifest our desires with effortless ease. We begin to create our reality rather than just react to it. We begin to live from a place of abundance rather than scarcity, a place of love rather than fear, a place of joy rather than suffering. By practicing silence, meditation, and non-judgment, we can access this infinite well of potential within us. Scene script. Next, we have the law of giving and receiving. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, operates through a system of dynamic exchange. This system is as old as the cosmos itself and as fundamental as the atoms that make up our very existence. It's a dance of energy, a continuous cycle of give and take, and it is this dance that ensures the flow of abundance in our lives. Imagine a river flowing freely, carrying life-sustaining water from the mountains to the plains. The river gives its water to the land, and the land, enriched by this gift, flourishes. In return, the land gives back to the river, providing it with a path to follow. This is the essence of the law of giving and receiving. Now, how does this apply to us? Well, we're part of this universal dance. Our actions, our thoughts, our very being are all part of this dynamic exchange. When we give freely, without expectation, we open ourselves to receive in kind. This isn't just about tangible gifts or material wealth. No, it's so much more than that. It's about love, kindness, gratitude, and joy. It's about giving of ourselves in every moment, in every interaction. Consider this. When you offer a smile to a stranger, you're giving a gift of joy. That joy in turn returns to you, magnifying your own happiness. When you express gratitude, you're giving a gift of appreciation, and that appreciation in turn increases your own sense of fulfillment. So how can we apply this law in our daily lives? Start by giving. Give your time, your love, your wisdom. Give without expecting anything in return, and then be open to receive. Welcome the gifts that life offers you, whether they're tangible or intangible. Embrace the abundance that comes your way. The law of giving and receiving is a powerful principle. It's a reminder that in the grand dance of the universe, we are both givers and receivers. And when we understand this, when we truly live by this law, we open ourselves to a life of abundance, a life of joy, a life of fulfillment. Remember, the more you give, the more you will receive. The third law is the law of karma. The law of karma, or cause and effect, is a fundamental principle of the universe, as inescapable as gravity. It's not about punishment or reward, but about the cycle of action and reaction. Every action we take generates a force of energy that echoes in the universe and eventually returns to us. Let's think of it as a boomerang. What you send out, you get back. The energy you put into the world, whether positive or negative, will ultimately circle back to you. It's a simple concept, but when applied to our lives, it can have profound implications. Consider this. Every decision we make, every action we take, is sowing a seed for our future. These seeds can either grow into trees of happiness and success, or weeds of negativity and despair. The choice is ours. Now you might be thinking, but how can I control the energy of my actions? It's simpler than you might think. When we choose actions that bring happiness and success to others, we are setting in motion the flow of positivity in our life. When we act out of kindness, love, and generosity, we are planting seeds of positivity that will bloom into happiness and success in our own lives. On the other hand, actions born out of greed, anger, or resentment plant seeds of negativity that can only grow into negativity in our lives. We reap what we sow. It's as simple and as complex as that. The law of karma encourages us to be mindful of our actions, to consider their energy and their potential consequences. It asks us to act out of love, kindness, and generosity, to sow seeds of positivity that will blossom into a life filled with happiness and success. Remember, every action has a reaction, and every choice we make sets the stage for our future. It's an empowering thought, isn't it? We have the power to shape our future through the choices we make today. What goes around comes around. So let's make sure what we're sending out into the world is something we'd like to see return to us. Scene script. Let's move on to the law of least effort. This law reminds us of the harmony we witness in nature. The flowers bloom without forcing, the birds sing without straining, and the rivers flow without hustling. Everything in nature operates with a delightful ease, a sort of divine choreography that unfolds without tension. It's a dance of elements where everything falls into place with grace and elegance. So, what if we could tap into that same ease in our lives? The law of least effort proposes just that. It suggests that we, like nature, can move through life with a certain lightness, a certain grace, a certain effortless ease. But hold on, does this mean we just sit back and do nothing? Certainly not. This law is not about idleness, it's about alignment. It's about aligning our actions with the flow of life, rather than working against it. The law of least effort invites us to accept circumstances as they are, not as we wish them to be. This acceptance does not mean resignation, but rather a recognition of reality. It's about understanding that we can't control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond. It also asks us to take responsibility for our situation, and that's where the real power lies. It's not about blaming others or the universe for our circumstances. Instead, it's about acknowledging that we are the architects of our own lives. When we take responsibility, we reclaim our power to shape our destiny. Finally, this law encourages us to relinquish the need to force outcomes. When we trust in the intelligence of life, we can take actions with a sense of ease and let the results unfold naturally. In essence, this law teaches us to navigate life like a skilled sailor who uses the wind to his advantage rather than fighting against it. It reminds us that the path of least resistance is often the path of greatest success. Effortless doesn't mean no work, it means work done with love. The fifth law is the law of intention and desire. In the grand tapestry of existence, this law holds a special significance. It teaches us that our intentions and desires, when placed in the fertile ground of pure potentiality, possess an infinite organizing power. This power is the key to manifesting our deepest desires and achieving our highest aspirations. Imagine for a moment a seed. This seed holds within it the potential to become a towering tree, bearing fruit and providing shelter. But to tap into this potential, the seed must be sown in the right conditions. Similarly, our intentions and desires are like these seeds. They hold within them the blueprint of our dreams, our ambitions, our potential. But for these seeds to grow, to flourish, they must be sown in the field of pure potentiality. This field is a boundless expanse of possibilities, a realm where everything exists in a state of potentiality. It's the source from which all things arise and to which all things return. It's the womb of creation, a place where our intentions and desires can take root and grow into realities. So how do we tap into this infinite organizing power? How do we sow our seeds of intention and desire in this field of pure potentiality? The answer lies in aligning ourselves with the universe, in becoming one with the flow of life. We must let go of our rigid expectations and allow our desires to manifest in their own time and in their own way. We must trust in the wisdom of the universe and believe in the power of our intentions. It's important to remember that this law isn't about forcing outcomes or controlling circumstances. It's about setting our intentions, nurturing our desires, and allowing the universe to orchestrate the details. It's about surrendering to the flow of life and trusting in the unfolding of our journey. So let's embrace this law. Let's plant our seeds of intention and desire in the fertile ground of pure potentiality. Let's harness the infinite organizing power of the universe to manifest our dreams. Focus not on the outcome, but on the journey. Next up is the law of detachment. This law is a paradoxical concept that can seem a little tricky at first. It's not about giving up or indifference, but rather about letting go of the rigid expectations that can often cloud our judgment or limit our possibilities. It's about embracing the unknown, finding comfort in uncertainty, and celebrating the freedom that it brings. In the law of detachment, we find that in the wisdom of uncertainty lies the freedom to create anything we want. It allows us to step into the field of all possibilities where creativity is boundless. When we are attached to a specific outcome, we set ourselves up for disappointment if things don't go as planned. But when we detach, we open ourselves up to a world of opportunities that we may have otherwise overlooked. Think of it as a river. When the water is rigid and frozen, it's stuck, it's confined. But when it's fluid and flexible, it flows freely, adapting to whatever path is before it, and in that flexibility it finds its freedom. This law doesn't mean we give up our intentions or desires. It's about letting go of the attachment to the outcome. It's about allowing the universe to handle the details while we focus on the intention. It's about understanding that there is an infinite array of possibilities and trusting that the universe will take care of the how. The law of detachment encourages us to remain open and adaptable to the opportunities that come our way. It helps us to stay flexible in our thoughts and actions, which in turn allows us to seize the opportunities that the universe provides. It's about understanding that every moment is fresh and new, and that uncertainty is the fertile ground of pure creativity and freedom. So, remember, while it's important to have goals and to strive towards them, it's equally important to detach from the outcome. Trust in the wisdom of uncertainty and allow the universe to surprise you with its endless possibilities. In uncertainty, you will find freedom. Finally, we have the law of Dharma. This law is an incredibly profound one, and it's about uncovering your unique talent and purpose in life. It holds that each of us has a special gift, a unique way of expressing ourselves that is unlike anyone else's. This gift is our personal fingerprint on the universe, and it is our duty, our dharma, to discover it and use it to serve others. Imagine for a moment what it would be like if everyone on Earth discovered and embraced their unique talent, their dharma. The world would be a symphony of harmonious talents, each one contributing to a beautiful whole. This is the vision that the law of Dharma holds for humanity. Now, how do we discover our unique talent? It's not always easy, but it begins with self-exploration. It involves asking ourselves deep and probing questions. What am I naturally good at? What activities do I lose myself in, where time seems to slip away? What are the things that I do that bring me the most joy? These are clues to our unique talent, our dharma. Once we have discovered our unique talent, the next step is to use it in service to others. This is where the law of dharma intersects with the law of giving and receiving. When we use our unique talents to serve others, we not only fulfill our own purpose, but we also contribute to the greater good. We become part of the harmonious symphony that the law of Dharma envisions. The law of Dharma is not just about personal fulfillment, though that is a significant part of it. It's also about contributing to the world, about making a difference in the lives of others. It's about finding our place in the grand scheme of things and using our unique talents to make the world a better place. So remember, your purpose in life is to find your purpose and give your whole heart and soul to it. This is the essence of the law of Dharma. It's a call to discover your unique talent, your unique way of expressing it, and to use it in service to others. So there you have it, the 7 spiritual laws of success. We've journeyed through the law of pure potentiality, understanding that our essential nature is pure consciousness, a field of infinite possibilities and creativity. We've learned about the law of giving and receiving, recognizing the flow of life that is giving and receiving, which keeps abundance, love, and anything we want in our life circulating. We've delved into the law of karma, realizing that every action generates a force of energy that returns to us in kind. We've discovered the law of least effort, which encourages us to do less and accomplish more. We've explored the law of intention and desire, which lies at the heart of manifestation. We've navigated through the law of detachment, which promotes freedom to create anything, anytime, anywhere. Lastly, we've encountered the law of Dharma, which encourages us to express our unique talents and serve humanity. Remember, these laws are not a quick fix for success, but a guide to aligning yourself with the universe and achieving inner peace and fulfillment.